Today is my initial impressions of the Spyderco Native Chief in Cru-Wear Micarta handle scales. Stand by while I tell you some of my first impressions of this knife. So here is the knife. I just got this. I have not opened it yet. So let's see what we've got. That's really light colored micarta. So here's the knife. It's very light colored micarta, as I said. It's really pretty in my opinion. So I have several Native Chiefs. I've never really carried nor reviewed one, but I have messed with them an awful lot. One thing I notice immediately is this screw sticking up enough it's snagging my fingerprint. So I don't know if I'll be able to tighten that down because it might tighten the action, but we'll see. It's not grabbing me very much. It's like a, if 0 is nothing, it's a 1 out of 10. It's very, very minor. Probably nothing. So my initial impression is this knife looks to be in perfectly good shape. So I do notice, before I open this, I want to bring this up. Here's a Native Chief that I have in Spy 27. The Native Chiefs in FRN do this clicky thing that the natives do. I have a whole video about this on my Maximate Native. I go into detail about this. Some of the actions on the Native Chiefs are not exceptionally great. First off, sometimes I miss these finger holes are quite eclipsed, meaning the hole is partially covered by the handle. Sometimes I'll miss it. This one kind of does that clicky thing. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I only bring that up because I have not opened or deployed this knife yet, and I don't know if it's going to do it. So we'll see. Nope, no click. It's tight. It's a tight roll open, but it was perfectly fine. Wow, this micarta feels really good. It's nice and hard and firm, yet soft on the very, very outside. So I really like it. It's awesome. It feels definitely fancier to me than the FRN does. I think it looks really great with the silver and the silver against the light colored micarta. So this is the Cru-Wear Native Chief. Like Spyderco in all their runs that are Cru-Wear, well, most of their runs that are Cru-Wear, they put them in micarta handles. Maybe it's just the Golden City Cru-Wear ones, I don't know. The Cru-Wear Stretch 2XL is G10, but they're pretty much micarta. So no clickiness at all that I can tell so far, which is probably due to these handles being somewhat firmer maybe than the FRN. This thing still doesn't have any liners in it, so it's not that. But the action's great. This is awesome. I'm loving it. I really am a fan of the Native Chief's blade shape. I really like the size. I like that it's a bigger knife. It feels really substantial. The choil works great. Again, these are just my impressions from having played with them. I've never, I've used them very, very little. So this is my opinion based on just fondling them mostly. This thing's awesome. I really love it. So here it is next to the FRN model. Open these up for a comparison. These blades are so awesome looking. I love them. Native Chief is one of my favorite Spyderco knives and one of my favorite knives of all time. Yet I haven't carried and used one, so there's that. But I'm really happy with this thing. Here it is next to my Manix 2 in Cru-Wear and micarta. This Native is slightly lighter even. This Manix is pretty light, but the Native is even lighter. Native Chief, sorry. Native Chief is even lighter. Here's PM2. I have a couple of these. This one's super dark. So I grabbed this one just for some reference of color. This PM2 is very dark. I actually kind of like that, but the Native Chief is very, very light. So it's kind of a cool contrast. Anyway, I don't actually have too much experience with Cru-Wear. I did a rope and cardboard test on it once, long time ago when I first started doing that test, and it got a little bit better than S30V, but not by much. It was not anything that blew my mind or anything like that, but I don't remember the exact numbers because it was a very long time ago. But maybe I'll have to test it and we'll see how it does. This thing is extremely sharp. And Spyderco's been doing really good with their factory edges for my initial impressions that I've been giving you guys. The edges on these things have been really good. Let's just check the edge on this guy real quick. By the way, I purchased this knife for $231. So they should be going for about that. It's just catalog paper. Pretty good. It seemed like there was one tiny little catch, but I don't think so. Oh, it's perfectly good. Very, 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 very sharp. Well done, Spyderco. So I don't know what the plan is with these Cru-Wear models. I assume, and I don't even know with these, I think these are pretty available, but I don't know how quickly they sell. This definitely wasn't listed as a sprint run. I asked the knife dealer I purchased it from if he knew that these things are gonna be rare at all, if there's any fight to have these things or competition to have them, if they're going to be rare, how many of them are going to be made. He didn't have any idea. He said the same thing that I just said. He goes, it's not labeled as a sprint run, so I assume they'll be available, but I don't know how many there are. The dealer I bought this from told me that he got 5. So he didn't give her many. But if you're interested in these, you should check them out and get them. They should be dropping places soon. I'm really, really happy with this. If you're a fan of the Native Chief, I think this is a really cool way to go. Looks much different than the other versions of it. Way different than the FRN ones and even different than the G10 ones, since they're all kind of darker shade colors. And you don't have any guarantee. You'll probably get a light one. You could, I guess, get a darker one like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm really happy with this thing. It's super sharp. The action's fine. I really like the look of it. It's really a different looking knife. I love it. I think this thing's awesome. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to use this thing. I probably will. But I'll give it some thought. I might do a full review on this thing, but I'll think about it a little bit. And I'll keep you guys posted. But that's the knife. That's what I've got for you now. If you guys want one of these, I really hope you're able to get one. And I really appreciate you checking out my channel, and thank you so much for watching.